Hello, everyone. Back again with a little more about supplements. Um, in this case, I'm going to talk about another one of the very limited number of herbals that I know anything about. And There are sources that you can find things out about herbals, but I don't like to speak about things that I don't know about. And usually, I don't like to speak about things that I don't know about in some depth because if you've only looked up one wiki article or something like that, there might be things that you don't know. Um, so anyway, what I'm going to talk about here is Uva Ursi, in this case Uva Ursi leaf, which is the way it typically is found. It's usually in the form of basically a dehydrated leaf, either as loose leaves, tea, or in capsules. And what it's used for, and the reason I bought this was I had a suspicion that was actually an unfounded suspicion, and there's where self-diagnosis can be a sort of a pitfall that maybe something you don't want to get into too much, but based on where I was having some pain and so forth, I thought perhaps I had a urinary tract infection, which for what it's worth, are much more common in females than in males, but men do get them as well. And so this was pretty cheap. I think it was $1.99 a bottle or something. So I bought the Uva Ursi leaf, excuse me, and it did no good for the condition because that wasn't what the problem was. Unfortunately, the problem was actually more serious, but uh, I would not recommend it as a treatment for anything. If you think you've got a urinary tract infection, then go to a doctor and get whatever he says to do, antibiotics or whatever he prescribes. And But what it may be good for is for a maintenance thing for someone who has a problem with recurring urinary tract infections, a person who knows the symptoms, who knows how they feel whenever they and where they feel pain or burning or whatever. From a urinary tract infection, and then they can periodically take. It even says on the bottle not to take it daily, and so you might have some situation where 1 week out of the month, or 3 days out of 7, or whatever appears to be good, that you take it, and it helps keep the infections in check, and less frequent for you. Incidentally, this was just the cheapest one that I could find. There is a standardized version of it that will have the standard concentrations of the active ingredients. I don't even offhand know the names of them. But there is it's much more expensive, but that's probably a better way to go if you are in fact going to use that product. So that's a little bit about Uva Ursi, and but be careful with UTIs. Incidentally, it has in some studies been shown to have a positive effect on the cardiovascular system, and for that, it might be a pretty good product to use. But again, with breaks from it, because when they actually go to the extent of putting do not use on an ongoing basis on the bottle, there's something afoot there that they know that maybe we don't, that perhaps long-term continuous use is not a healthy thing. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll be posting more later about some of the products that I do know something about. Thanks again. Take care. Have a good day.